Happy Hump Day Wednesday, my Young and the Restless fans. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful one. Look like we are on the horizon of the end of the Jordan era. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll unpack this episode. First, we see Ashley's third altar emerging. Kyle actually saves Harrison, and then we see Victor catching Jordan. So, without any further ado, let's unpack this birthday episode for April 24th. So let's start out with the typical drama in Genoa City where we see Nikki ventured into the shadows in that dark alley, or shall I say well lit, is in the middle of the daytime, to confront Jordan. Now her voice is cutting through the alley's gloom. I mean, she is like, Jordan, where are you? And I mean, she is baiting Jordan, desperate for a resolution to bring her there because she want Harrison back. Meanwhile, at the Red Door Motel, Jordan's world collided with Harrison's innocence. Now, amidst this mundane conversation of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which was so funny when Harrison's like, get that out of here. Yeah, she was not happy with that little boy, looking at him as a little brat, and she was fueled by resentment and, of course, desperation because she's thinking this is going to be a trade in order to get some money and get out of town. Now, the thing is, she got a phone call, which is that call from Nikki, baiting her to come over to the alley. Now, at the beginning, she had some hesitation saying, oh no, this is a trap. But then she talked herself into the fact that having Nikki as her hostage and fueling her with more vodka was enough to get whatever she wanted out of Victor Newman. So what did she do? She told the kid, I need you to lay low. I'm outside. I can hear every move. If you make an attempt to scream or call someone, I'm going to get you. And of course, she was fear-mongering him, but she took off to meet up with Nikki. Across town, over at the Abbott estate, everything was buzzing with concern. We got Jack and Tracy having a conversation with this situation with Ashley. Now, Jack asked Tracy, how did the appointment go? She said, well, it didn't go. What happened? Well, while they were in the waiting room, she went from one altar to the other altar, being a sense of calm, tried to step off to the bathroom, and then she disappeared. And Tracy don't know where she is. And of course, Jack even suggests to have her committed, and Tracy wasn't having that. So now they're trying to figure out what to do with her to get her the help she needs. They decided to call her therapist friend from Paris, which we'll see in the month of May sweeps. And at the same time, they got to figure out how to find Ashley. No telling where she is and what altar she's into. Once Tracy leaves, Kyle now calls Jack and explains that he checked out some security footage it had on Jordan and on her car as well. Now, they hope this is getting them closer to find Harrison. Jack told him not to approach Jordan on her own and let the authorities handle it, and told him how proud he is of his good work. So now we're over at the patio over at the Crimson Lights, where Daniel finds his sister and lectures her for not returning any of his calls and texts. It's been radio silence for her, while she always laying into him if he don't respond immediately. And then she breaks down, tells him it's Harrison and it's all bad, and she's sobbing, and then he holds her. She fills him in, and he tries to wrap his head around everything that's happened. There's a massive team searching, but nobody trusts each other, according to Summer. Now, Chance is trying to make sure things are done by the books, but Jack and Victor are trying to be dangerous with this thing. Now, Kyle keeps defending Claire, and she's not happy about that either. Her brother says, look, let's figure out Claire's role later. They just need to focus on Harrison. Taking her hand, Daniel tells her that she can do this, and she just needs to stay strong. She didn't want to dump all of this on him when she was freaking out, but today she needs her brother. He asks if their mom knows, and he offers to run interference and stop her from making things worse. Summer says that she obviously wants to do something, but mom is actually holding back and being supportive. And of course, that's been a relief. Now, Daniel says maybe it's time to believe that she's actually changing and asks what he can do. His sister just wants him to keep her company. He says he's not going anywhere and suggests that she say a prayer. It can't hurt. And he gets her a muffin and urges her to eat. She then gets a text and she takes off. When Tracy is now over at the GCAC looking for Ashley, she bumps into Danny. Now they're happy to see each other. He apologizes for canceling on her and suggests they have a cup of tea or something before he has to take off. Now he sees that she's kind of frazzled and offers her his shoulder. She agrees to stay for a minute as long as they can only talk about happy things. Now, as they have tea, he fills her in on the battle between Christine and Phyllis, and it makes her laugh. He wonders what she's trying so hard not to talk about. Now, she admits her family is going through a rough patch, but she can't talk about it right now. When she mentions she's searching for Ashley, he offers to help. She turns him down. However, Danny tells her he loves her and give her a big hug. So now, where's Ashley? Where the girl is wearing a red dress, we meet her latest alter, Belle, as she is sashaying in the jazz lounge. Now, she got a southern accent. She's ordering a shot of tequila and then she licks her hand. Now, after she takes down that shot and suck on a lime, she see Jack calling her, but she said, look, he gonna have to wait. Now, she calls the bartender to hit her again and checks out his backside. After telling him she's single, she talks about how wonderful she's smelling. That's because she's wearing the perfume Femme Magique and she created it herself. And she started giggling. She says she may have named it after herself. Now, gliding over to the piano, she tells the man sitting there to keep on playing. And as he does, she's grinding against the piano and everything. He keeps playing, and she tells him how great his hands are. Throwing her arms up, she declares that she's cutting loose after being caught in 3 hearts and a cot. Now, she starts to vent about how she's been trapped when all she wants is a pleasant solution. She loves that everyone has free will there. Everyone has a vote on what she does, and that's no fun. She doesn't see what difference it makes if she can't remember this or that because she's having fun. Running her hands through his hair, she tells him not to stop the music. As he starts playing Scott Joplin, she starts hooting and hollering. Guess who walks in? Tracy spots her and her jaw is dropped. So now Kyle has arrived at the Red Door Motel. When he calls through the door to Harrison and gets a reply, he kicked the door open. Harrison runs into his arms and they are happy to see each other. My question is, where's Claire? Back in the alley, Nikki gets a text from Victor about Jordan asking her to come back immediately. She texts back to say she's in the middle of something, and then she retracts it. She calls out for Jordan once again. Jordan eventually pops up, and as she calls for Nikki, Victor eventually pops up behind her and knocks her out with chloroform. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started in the comment section. What did you think about Ashley's third alter, Belle, the country girl, and then Kyle's finally saving Harrison, but where's Claire? And then it looked like Victor finally catches Jordan. Let's see if they can keep her on a lockdown. Also, make sure you check out the Bold and the Beautiful recap for today as well. As Zende admits to Carter about his situation with Luna. Now, I know we heard that last week, so I don't know why they put it in the spoiler for this week. Also, RJ and Luna face an uncomfortable encounter. And then finally, Deacon enlists Finn's help on making a breakthrough with the Sheila situation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.